Hi guys, welcome to this channel, to the Pan-African Narratives, the TAN channel. If you don't already know, this channel name has changed. This is to allow us as African diasporas and African living in the continent to tell our story, own our narrative, and to just let the world know our stories. We own our stories and we owe it to the world to tell our stories. So greetings. If it's the first time you've come into contact with this channel, welcome to the family, welcome to the community. Please join us. Feel free to comment, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as well to the channel. We're hoping to reach a wider audience. If you don't know what we do in this channel, we just discuss issues that are relevant to the African continent and the African people living in the continent and living in the diaspora, so we can come together and show solidarity to our African sisters, brothers living in the continent and out of the continent. So without any further ado, let's just jump into this video, a really interesting one today. So what are we looking at today? We're discussing the ingenuity of Nigerian names. So it is the ingenuity of Nigerian names. So if you don't already know, Nigeria is a country in the west of Africa. It is one of the most populous countries in Africa with over 200 million population, and Nigeria has 36 states. It is larger than the size of the United Kingdom, just to put some context into it. Now you can find Nigerians everywhere. In the UK, they say 1 in 4 Africans are Nigerians. So if you meet 4 Africans, you're guaranteed that one of them is Nigerians. So that's how many Nigerians are in the UK. So you can you come across Nigerians at work, at education, and so on. But what has actually intrigued me is the names that I've come across, Nigerian names, that's actually made me love Nigerians and the ingenuity and the and just their creativity. So Nigeria is actually like I say, very populated, and I think over the years people have to look at ways to get um, to create names for their children so that they stand apart from the rest. So just imagine if you live in a compound with everybody, with so many people named Ade or Fumi, or just the traditional Nigerian names. Some people want their kids to stand out, so they create more names which I think is actually genius. Nigerians are very hardworking, they're friendly, they're very creative. I love the Afrobeats and what they've done to it. They're hustlers, I know, and sometimes they can be very loud. And with every country, it has its highs and its low. But yeah, I just think sometimes they're really genius in what they do. So traditional names that you find mostly in Africa. It all depends if you're Muslim or you're Christians. I know mostly if you're from a Muslim background, you'll be familiar with names like Mohammed, Abdul, and Ibrahim. These are traditional Muslim names. And if some traditional Nigerian names are Adebayo, names like Fumi, um, just things like that. Ghanaians usually lean towards names like Kofi, Kojo, Kobna, and so on. And in Sierra Leone, if you're Christians, it'll be names like Thomas, James, or David. And then for women, you have Christina, Elizabeth. And for Muslim girls, it's like Fatima, Khadija, Salima, things like that. So these are common names in Africa. But lately, I have come across some Nigerian names that I think need attention and they need to be applauded. So here's my top 10 list of Nigerian names, favorite name. So number one on the list, it is Blessing. I've come across this name and I thought this is good. It's a good touch. Blessing, you're blessed. And so hence the name Blessing. So I think this is a really good one. So the second one on my list, it is Salvation. Now, this name actually, I was baffled by this name because I've never heard it before, and I only heard it I think about a month ago, and somebody was talking to a little boy at church and calling him Salvation, and I thought, oh my God, it can't be called Salvation, but yes, it is, and I wonder why. So I think this was very interesting name. See, so number three on the list is Success. Success again, a boy from school that my son went to the same school is called Success. And his brother is number four on the list. It's called Excellent. So can you imagine the same household? One is called Success and the other is called Excellence. Only Nigerians can think of this, honestly. So let's just crack on. You would be surprised when you find out what's number one on the list. So let's get to number five first of all. So number five on the list, it is Prudence. Prudence meaning self-control, self-restraint. I think that's a nice touch to have as a name. I like it, Prudence. And so here we go to number six on the list is Promise. So promise means you promise me something, you promise me love, you promise me a job, you promise me, whatever it is you promise. And that was a man that I come across, and he's a Nigerian as well. Number seven on the list is Good Luck. Now I know so many people are familiar with Good Luck because there was a previous Nigerian president who was called Good Luck Jonathan, and he's probably in his 60s or 70, I'm not sure. So I used to think that Good Luck was just a nickname, that wasn't his actual name, but apparently that was his name from birth. So can you imagine, Nigerians have gone way back with this genius thing. This is not a trend that started now, this is a trend from way back. So this just gives you a hint of the ingenuity of Nigerians. So let's get cracking. Number eight on the list, it is testimony. Can you imagine testimony? So just imagine you're at church and everyone is praising and you're giving your testimony about, God or about divinity, about any encounter with the divine. So you let people know about it and it's testimony. You're giving out your testimony. So that's number eight on the list, testimony. Number nine on the list is goodness. So this one I was really shocked. I walked into a salon and I've been to the salon a couple of times and I was just looking at the product and I said to one of the staff, oh goodness me, I don't know what to choose now. There's so many products. And the man turned around and said, Goodness is having lunch, you'll be back. And I was like, oh, so Goodness is actually a name of the woman who owns the salon. So I was like, oh goodness me. And I was saying goodness me as well. I had to realize I'm using somebody's name and saying goodness me. So that is number nine for me on the list. So let's get goodness. So bear that in mind. So the top one on the list, I think this beats all the names of Nigerians. Okay, it's blessing. More blessing. More blessing. Not blessing. This is a name actually called More Blessing. I was shocked to hear this name, because I think this is genius. This is the top notch. This is the icing on the cake. Because when you use more, right? So you take more and you use more in all the names that we've come across, right? And that will give you more promise, more salvation, more prudence, more success, more excellence, more everything. So if you add more in front of all those other 8 names, 9 names, you get new names. You get new names. So I think this is genius. Well done to Nigerians for coming up with this. So if you've heard any Nigerian names that we've not covered that you think is a genius, it's a good name, please comment down below. I love names and I like to know meaning behind names. Please comment down below. But Nigerians have taken these names way to the top. And bravo, Nigerians, bravo. So thank you for listening, and please subscribe, like, comment and share. We can come up with more videos like this, and I hope you have a great day wherever you are. Thank you. Bye.